All right, the Harris honeymoon is officially over, and Trump continues to surge in the polls. Even a brand new New York Times poll released yesterday showing Donald Trump ahead of Kamala Harris nationwide. Now, this is sending Democrats and their friends in the state-run media mob into a total, complete panic, some dismissing the poll as an outright fake. They love the New York Times. According to left-wing election forecaster Nate Silver, they should be nervous. His model now gives Donald Trump nearly a 65% chance to win the election. Here with reaction, Executive Vice President of the Trump Organization, Eric Trump, is with us. Before I get to the poll, I want to ask you about this Media Research Center study. 100% positive coverage. This is since Kamala, became the nominee. I'll give you the exact date, actually. It was from July 21st through September the 6th. Okay, 100 campaign stories on ABC World News Tonight, ABC Disney, and 100%, positive spin for Harris. Your dad, 93% negative. Now, we kind of expect bias from the media, but that's not even bias. That's like a campaign ad.
I don't, Sean. I mean, look at George Stephanopoulos, right? I mean, he was the guy who was the war room under the Clintons. Look at, he was there with, obviously, James Carville. They were the war room. They were the political operatives for the Clinton family forever. There's no secret where their allegiance lies. And that's 100% right. ABC News has been by far the worst. Iger is no, fan of my father's. He, frankly, I don't think ever has been. And that's why you get these ridiculous negative stories day after day. I mean, you got to remember, Sean, 6 weeks ago, they were laughing at Harris. They were laughing at Kamala. They were saying that she should step aside for the good of this country because she hadn't done anything, because she wasn't capable of carrying the torch. And then all of a sudden, the convention happens and she may as well be the modern day Margaret Thatcher, right? I mean, that's what the media does. And I'm not surprised that she's failing. Every single American knows the problems that this country has, right? I mean, your prices are through the roof. Illegal immigrants are taking over low-income housing all over the place. Fentanyl is killing our children. There are wars breaking out all over the globe. Our Constitution's under attack. Our religion's under attack. Everything's under attack. The American lifestyle, the American dream is no longer alive and well. Interesting that it's on ABC, a company owned by Disney. The Disney dream, the American dream, is no longer alive in this country because people can't afford to go to Disney under this administration, because you have median income that has not gone up a penny in this country over the last 4 years, and you have 10% inflation every year, so compounding, that's over 40% that costs have gone up. And Sean, this is on everything. This is home insurance. This is mortgage rates. Mortgage rates under my father were 2.5%. Mortgage rates right now are 7.5% to 8%. This is car insurance. This is, food, bacon, eggs. I mean, the necessities of life. This is utilities. This is gas. We had $1.89 gas under Donald Trump. It cost me $130 to fill up my SUV 2 days ago. People can't afford life anymore. And so, when it comes down to it, when somebody actually goes to the polls, believe me, they're feeling life in this country. And no matter how many lies she tells everybody, no matter how many times she says to them that she's going to get into Washington, D.C. and she's going to fix it, despite the fact that she's been there for the last 4 years, people don't buy it, Sean. People aren't buying it. And that's why I'm so proud of my father for how well he's doing, despite having to face the entire mainstream media in this country that is weaponized against him.
Yeah. Look, forgive me for the list I'm about to put out here. No restrictions on abortion, mandatory gun buyback, no border wall, decriminalize the illegal immigration, free housing, health care, education. If you're in Minnesota, a legal driver's license and free college. On top of that, a path to citizenship, amnesty. What about all the Americans murdered and raped and victims of violent crime? What about the billions of dollars? Then she wants reparations, banning plastic straws, reducing meat consumption. She co-sponsored with Bernie the $93 trillion Green New Deal. That is eliminating the filibuster in the process. That is the end of capitalism. Yep. Eliminating private health insurance, government health care. Yep. She's sponsored with Bernie. She calls the high cost of energy the cost of democracy. You can't say radical Islamic terrorism. You can't say illegal alien. I'm going to give you half the list and Glenn Youngkin the other half of the list. I'm going to fight inflation and immigration on day one. Eric, day one was January 20th, 2021. That was day one. Where's she been except lying, saying the economy's great, Bidenomics is great, we're proud of it, and the border's secure?
Sean, these aren't serious people. These aren't serious people. My father, 2 weeks ago, was laying a wreath at Arlington National Cemetery on the anniversary of Abbeygate, the worst withdrawal from Afghanistan in the history of this country. And Biden is asleep on a beach. She's ignoring interviews from guys like you. I mean, she's done one interview that was, 17 minutes long with CNN softball questions in the last 44 days. She's totally taking the American people for granted. I mean, 100%. And again, she's lying to them. On day one, I'm going to be very, very, strong on the southern border. No, you won't. You flew 320,000 illegal immigrants into the country under the cover of darkness on 737s landing at random airports around the country at 2 o'clock in the morning, right? You're not going to be serious on crime because you would have done something. She literally sold a border wall that was completed, all the steel, that all they need to do is stand the steel up. She sold it for scrap metal. And what, she's going to be serious on illegal immigration? She's been there for 4 years. They haven't done a damn thing about prices. Not a damn thing. Prices have skyrocketed under her. She talks about stability in the world. The only thing we have in this world is lack of stability. You have Russia and Ukraine going after each other. You have the Middle East, which is a hornet's nest. My father had the Middle East solved. And now all you have all around the world is, young kids killing each other at point-blank ranges in trenches that's being viewed on YouTube by millions of people every single night. We're a defunct country. We're going broke. We're sending hundreds of billions of dollars every single day over to conflicts around the world. We're not investing in our kids. We're not investing in their infrastructure. We're not investing in technology. We want to tax every single company in this country. We want to make it so uncompetitive for them to do business that they'll all leave. They want to tax unrealized gains in this nation, which would bankrupt every small business, every family, every institution. Sean, these aren't serious people, and everybody realizes that, and that's why she can't do an interview. That's why they're doing to her what they did to Joe Biden, which is hiding her in a basement. I can at least realize why they did it to Joe Biden, right? Because he's losing his faculties, right? They're hiding her because she can't answer for the insanity. And then she picks a VP candidate whose claim to fame is putting tampons in boys' bathrooms in Minnesota. These aren't serious people.
All right, Eric Trump, I hope America wakes up, and we'll be watching tomorrow night. Anyway, we appreciate you being here. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.